What's up, everybody? I cannot believe I'm actually doing this right now. I'll get to that in a minute. I hope you guys enjoy this video when we actually get to the Cobra Kai part topic of it. Make sure you leave a comment down below if you have any thoughts or theories that you'd like to share about my house. I'm not giving you a house story or anything. Don't get your hopes up about the story I'm going to tell you, or about any Cobra Kai Season 4 theories you have, or this theory I'm going to discuss today. Make sure you leave a like if you enjoy this video, share this video if you can, need all the views I can get, and make sure you subscribe to the channel if you already not, and you enjoy this channel's content, and check out my other videos if you're not, need all the views I can get. Alright guys, so the reason I'm saying I cannot believe I'm actually making this video right now is because if you're, in the United States, let's just say I know y'all are all watching from all over the world, you might have just saw that, there's this tropical storm on the rise, and it's gone up through Panama City, Florida. It's gone up through Dothan, Alabama. It's gone through Georgia. It's gone through Spartanburg and Greenville, South Carolina, if you even know where those places are. But yesterday, around about noon or so to about 6:30 at night, it hit where I'm from, Candler, North Carolina, which is in just West Asheville, and it also pummeled Asheville. But in our specific area out in the backwoods of Candler, North Carolina, we were crushed. I mean, we were really crushed, and it was bad. I'm having to do work off and on today, but I am going to find a few minutes to do this video since I haven't made a video since, I think it was last Thursday or Friday, something like that. I can't remember. But without further ado, I'm not pouring them out. I'm just telling you an interesting story. We made the news all over the country, and if you've seen, Candler, North Carolina, Asheville, North Carolina, it's cool. I'm not, you can send me some support because we, definitely have a lot of damage around here, and we're definitely going to have to help somebody else big tomorrow. They canceled school. That's, why I'm not even at school right now. We're definitely going to have to go somewhere tomorrow, some people's house that we know probably to help out. So it's a very bad situation around here, and it's going to take hours over there. But I mean, the roads are flooded. It's just a bad situation. We never seen our creek. Been alive 17 years. My dad's been here 26 years. They've never seen a creek across, our road that high before. It was a disaster. I mean, worse than we got hit, by Katrina, because this storm literally just came up the west side. But anyway, no more sob stories. Let's get into the Cobra Kai part of this video. So today I have a video about why I think Robby should redeem himself. Not exactly in the way that we want him to, though. Not exactly. Not beat for beat. Yeah, I think that Robby is going to go through and be the worst kid that we have ever seen in a period of time on this show that we have ever seen on Cobra Kai. Now, if you think about it, Cobra Kai Season 1, let's fast forward, rewind all the way back to then, all the way to start the sitcom. Robby was not a villain that season. He was just been a male because he was, hanging around the wrong crowd, and, had obviously been raised wrong. And back then, you could not blame him for a single thing, okay? So he cannot be considered a Season 1 villain. Hawk, obviously, back then, for the majority of it, was Eli, and we were just getting hints from the All-Valley Tournament that he was going to be, the villain of, Season 2, which carried on to Season 3 as well. I've spoiled, what I'm going to say for the next season already. Tori wasn't obviously even in Cobra Kai in Season 1. And you could argue that, Yasmin and Moon were like, villains, but, they were just bullies. And they obviously weren't going to do any damage to anybody, and they weren't, like, signature villains. And obviously Moon was, just basically following after Yasmin. And Samantha obviously was a villain, but she was probably the worst person or character has ever been, because she was just such a brat who obviously wasn't into karate yet, and that, really changed a big part of her life where, she has to go through a bunch of crap. And obviously Miguel's never been a villain. Kyler would probably have to take, no doubtedly, the villain of Season 1 for Cobra Kai for me. Yeah, no doubt. I mean, he was the bully. He's the one that if it wasn't for Kyler, Miguel wouldn't be a fighter. You got to remember that. I mean, if it wasn't for Kyler beating up Miguel and pushing Miguel to, train so hard Cobra Kai, none of it would have really happened, okay? So Kyler would definitely be the season 1 bully. Season 2, obviously, Hawk. Obviously. In season 3, Hawk was still the main leader of Cobra Kai, although, he was the one that, was still loved and cherished by, his old friends like Miguel, and he knew he had the best, redeeming and, chance to, come back, where he would consider he belongs, which is with him and, John Larson and everybody like that training in Eagle Fang Karate. And obviously he did come back to that, but he would still be the biggest signature villain of season 3, not Robby, because Robby wasn't, we really haven't seen him do anything really bad yet except for the zoo and fighting his dad. And a lot of those final episodes that he was in were just the building up, and, obviously it was confirmed in the moment, at the end of the season 3 finale when he, obviously told him, get out of here, all of you. So, in season 4, I think that Robby will be the worst kid, probably in any season. I'm not just talking about seasons so far, I'm talking about seasons after. Yes, I do think there will be 6 seasons, that's what's planned for the show. He will be so bad in season 4. I just have a feeling, because and he will be the main kid, no doubt. Sega's biggest character. That's what I'm calling of the whole show, but will no doubt be the main kid. Obviously, it's no mystery who's first, Johnny Lawrence. He will just do some really, and he just, there's so much stuff that, that cannot be avoided about his character. And I'm going to just name 5 or 6 off the top of my head that brings him to do bad things. He's going to be with Tori. That's going to bring him into doing bad things. I really do. This will probably be one of the most emotional scenes in Cobra Kai history. Definitely this season. I really do think, though, him and his mom, because his mom is confirmed to be, we saw her making a, season 4, the filming is over, video, so her actress, so we definitely know she's going to be back. I think there's going to be I even made the whole video about this whole thing, because I'm dreading, and I've really not really seen anybody talk much about this. It's kind of been an underrated theory, but it's not a good thing, so you really wouldn't want to call it underrated, but it's got to happen. It really does. She's going to come out of rehab, and, Daniel's going to try to warn her, but she's going to be like, trust me, he's my son. He really cherishes me over his dad and everything like that. And I'm sorry that you can't get along with it. He's going to shoot her out. It's probably going to be a scene where I just watch once. If I go back and watch it, it's going to be a scene you want to fast forward through, honestly, when you're watching Cobra Kai. From then on, Robby is definitely going to do something to Miyagi-Do, or honestly a good plot. And it was a little bit hinted since they were showing, Tori and Samantha had their, Cobra Kai season 3 finale house fight, in the side dojo, the LaRusso household. He could do something of that since the actual Miyagi-Do, and, it's bad to, insult something of Mr. Miyagi's. I know, many fans would not want that at all, and probably quit watching Cobra Kai if it went as far as, like, burning down the dojo or something like that. But, with silver in his ear, crease in his ear, I think that Robby is no doubt going to do something to LaRusso house on Miyagi-Do over the side dojo. He's going to do something to them. He's going to provoke Daniel, and Daniel's going to go over the top and strike Robby. I really do, before the end of season 4. I think that Robby, during the tournament is going to do something crazy. I've been thinking about it. He's going to hurt somebody bad. Cobra Kai season 4 mid-season fight, the episode 5 type of thing. I think it's going to end, something bad's going to come out of that. It's either going to be a switch sides in the middle of the season that really kick things up gear. Obviously, in, Cobra Kai Season 3, Episode 5, we had the big fight with Dimitri, getting his broken arms. Obviously, that was a thing that revolved around the plot of the, next couple episodes, a good chunk of the rest of the season, honestly. It was Hawk's signature crime, which obviously really his signature crime was beating up Brooks, but obviously, Brooks deserved that because of how bad he'd been to Hawk. Not to the extent, but, he was never going to be Hawk's, friend. But who knows, Season 4, I've talked about that before as well. Even made a whole video about that, so go check that one out. It's thumbnail about 10 videos back right now. Yeah, I think with Hawk and Brooks and each other's face. This was my last video before I made a vacation. In Cobra Kai Season 4, Episode 5, I think it's going to really kick up a gear with Dimitri. That's who I'm talking about, switching sides in the middle of the fight, to kick things up a gear, something to do with Dimitri, and it'll be, if it's that, it'll be the exact opposite kind of result for him. in the season 3, thing that kicked him up gear. Obviously, he got his arm broken, or Robby doing something like breaking an arm to Miguel. I really do. He'll either hurt Miguel or Demetrius switch sides, and that'll be what kicks things up gear. But he's definitely going to be starting crap in that fight, whether he really hurts somebody bad or not. He's just going to be bad. He is going to be real bad. He will tell Johnny and Daniel aren't going to give up on him so easy, especially at the start. There'll be a scene, again, where he really tells Johnny and Daniel violently off again, and I think he's going to do something that's going to really keep him away for a while. So the reason, the first sentence of this whole theory, after I talked about, the condition around my house right now and the condition around my town, was why Robby shouldn't be redeemed the way a lot of us think he's going to be. And I know you're wondering what that means. And here it is. Robby should not be redeemed in Cobra Kai Season 4. A lot of people want him to be redeemed in the season finale after the tournament or something. A lot of people kind of do think he'll be redeemed in Season 5. I like Robby as a villain. There are certain characters that I can't say that about. But I like Robby as a villain. He really plays such a better arc and fits that, his description, everything about him just seems better as a villain. Hawk's a good villain, but you want to see him be good. You're definitely glad to see him be redeemed, and he's real sweet when he's good. You can't deny that. Miguel is obviously a horrible villain for me, since we have so many good memories about him. Robby, he's a dang good villain. He really is. Even though I can't stand his character, he is a dang good villain. I think that at the end of season 6, I think since they pushed it so far, why not push it farther? The whole thing, if he always resists his dad every time they have an interaction, we know what the outcome is going to be, tells him off. At the end of season 6, in the last episode, I think, that's when he should be redeemed. You're like, well, there's not going to be any, story, or we're not going to get any good hit chemistry ever, but a couple minutes of it, between Johnny and Robby, that just is a good way to ride it off in the sunset for me. Robby's, I don't want him being around on the good side. Really don't. Can't afford it. Hope you guys enjoyed that video while the show's going. Hope you guys enjoyed that video. Make sure you leave your comments down below if you have any thoughts or theories you'd like to share about this one or any other theories. Please send me helpful love wishes. Build my sound family here. We're not in any bad condition, though. It's not that bad. I got some art to do after this. After I upload this video, so make sure you leave a like if you enjoy the video. Share this video if you can. Need all the views I can. Sure, someone out there who person who need like to see this video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you already not. And check out my other YouTube videos if you already have not. Need all the views I can get. Alright, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. So take care. Love you guys. Peace.